Welcome back to Ordinal Revolution. My name is Shizzy. On this channel, we cover the entire Ordinal ecosystem. What's up, guys? We have an amazing show for you guys today. Every week, we give you guys the weekly update, and that's what today's show is all about. We had some huge news, guys. We had fun after fun after fun being created, and there's so much money entering ordinals and BRC20s that it is absolutely insane. Not to mention some news that dropped with the Bitcoin Lightning Network. um there's just so much going on, guys, and we feel like that what is about to happen, what is about to come, is going to be a full explosion of liquidity that's going to hit these markets like a damn rocket ship, and it's going to be absolutely amazing. Without further ado, let me bring in my partner, as always, Mr. Iago B.
Hey.
What's up, buddy?
What is up, man? What is up? A lot of big news, man. A lot of good news. I feel like that's come
Yeah,
in,
man.
that
Explosions are
within
happening,
24
bro.
hours.
Yep.
So,
It's been absolutely amazing. It felt like it was just like the last I don't know, 10 or 12 hours that it was just like what is it? Unbroken chain, and then it was just like Alex Labs, and then it was just like
Lightning
one
Labs
after
and
Lightning Labs, one after another, huge funds, huge news. It's been pretty amazing to just basically stand in awe and then feel underinvested.
yeah. Well, it's crazy because it sucks for the people that recently left the ordinal space
Yeah.
or even maybe left a couple months ago. And I think to me that what this has taught me through our show, and maybe just because we have a show and we're just
Yep.
immersed into this ecosystem and community, that you just, if you have conviction, you really believe in it, you have to really ask yourself, do you really truly believe in this? Then if you do, if that answer is yes, then you really have to stick with it day in and day out. You got to earn it, you know what I mean?
100%.
And I feel
Yep.
like now that this news is coming up, it's like the people that left, like even last week or last month or 2 months ago, it's like, damn, like they're about to
Yep.
miss a bunch of liquidity coming into the space.
Phase two, right?
Yeah.
So phase one is ended. Phase one started with a boom. It ended with a little sprinkle, right? It was hard. It was really hard to be here the last 2 months. I mean, I don't really see it from my point of view being hard, but being an investor only and not really digging into the tech like we have, that's why we've done so many founder interviews, and we're kind of like shying away from that to kind of get into more things that are happening in the day to day, and less we're still going to do founder interviews and stuff like that, but during that time we wanted to dig into the builders and see what was going on, and I felt like we did a really good job of that, and now we're kind of getting the fruits of their labor.
Yeah.
So
Dude, like neither of us have ever done anything like, interview founders. Everything's
yeah,
kind of naturally, organically kind of come to us, and not, I wouldn't say fall in our lap. We definitely work for it, but it
yeah,
has given us so much insight into, okay, like, this is a great idea. This builder has an amazing idea. Seems like he has a good team. Oh, but then like they gave up, so it's like,
yeah,
then you kind of you see the kind of characteristics of what builds like a strong, developer founder,
yep,
and what can make a project really last and
yep,
get through like a bear market, right?
yeah,
So
for
that's
sure.
pretty cool because like those are the projects that I would definitely put
Yeah,
my money in when, me personally, not financial advice, but when things get good, if they can
100%.
stick through like the bear market. But yeah, it's been an amazing experience up to date, and it's only getting better. So,
Yep.
but yeah, man, I'm
Yeah, man.
excited.
Let's get into some
Excited.
news.
Let's do it. So where is that? There it is, right there. Okay, so we did talk about this. Ooh, Mike trying to get
No,
away from
live.
me. We did talk about this yesterday, during the live, but there was some more kind of, I guess, details that came out today. Asher was on the Ordinal show. Trevor and Leonidas host that show, and Asher is one of the founders of this fund, the Unbroken Chain Fund, $5 million liquid trading fund. So it's really cool. Some of they were giving him some Q&A today. People were asking him, hey, are you going to invest in Bitmap, and are you going to do this and that? And he was, taking a professional approach to it. Because honestly, like if you're doing this for a living and this is like a big project that you don't want all those details to be out there to the public. It's just not smart. It's not smart for them. Um,
100%.
but I think Trevor kind of pulled on his, just got him to open up a little bit and asked him basically what his a broad allocation would be over, the $5 million, what they're looking at. And
Yep.
I can't remember if he said the 1.5 million so far or the overall 5 million that they're going to do the spread, but he basically said 50% of that allocation is going to go towards, valuable inscriptions,
Yeah.
whether early inscriptions, sub 100K, sub 10K, whatever. They bought a Bitcoin rock, so we know that that's a
Yep.
big part of it. And then he said a little over 20% is going to go to BRC20. Well, he said fungible tokens, but
Yeah.
Domo is on this board, right? On this team.
Yep.
So I am assuming that BRC20s are going to take the bulk of that.
Yep.
And the remainder of, and this is a broad answer, but like the remainder was going to be going towards special sats, rare sats.
Yeah. Yep.
So to me, those are three really strong narratives that were in our poll,
Yep.
So yeah, who knows? Maybe like he does allocate a little bit towards bitmaps. Maybe he does allocate a little bit towards something else, tap protocol. I don't know. Maybe not. One thing for sure, and I think you mentioned this yesterday, is that they'll probably go towards the stuff that has been proven.
Yep.
Has been
Time tested.
Yeah.
Yeah,
But
man.
what do
I
you think?
completely agree. And so yeah, I was listening to his earlier call too. He said that they haven't raised the full 5 million yet. They're still actively raising it, but that is their goal. And they've only raised within the fund so far. So just the fund managers have invested so far. And I think the Bitcoin Rock isn't actually a part of it. I think the owner of Bitcoin Magazine actually owns that. I think Bitcoin Magazine actually owns that rock itself. Well,
Yeah.
the inscription number, which is the most important part. Like you can call it the rock, but they own an inscription number 120.
Yeah.
And to them, that is worth what is it, 93,000 or something like that,
85K.
right? 85K, 85,000. So yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah. So, I already talked about how the owner of Bitcoin Magazine backing this makes me really bullish on it.
Yeah.
One really cool thing, there was a question, I think it was maybe Nomi came out and asked Asher, BRC20 seems, like really simple and there's limitations to it. Are you guys going to look into runes? Are you going to look into other fungible tokens? And I really liked Asher's answer because I think it's logical. And people over here right now, we're in this innovation period in ordinals and Bitcoin DeFi ecosystem. And so people are thinking like that, like the more technical, the better, because then it can make things easier. But that's not always the case in terms of who wins, right? And this is exactly what he said. He said, investors, whether that's, VCs or just investors in general that are deploying large amounts of capital, they don't really care about like the technical aspects if it's better than this fungible token. What they care about is mass adoption, right? And out of everything that we have right now, ever since the beginning of Bitcoin, colored coins and everything, BRC20 takes the cake by miles.
100%. Yep.
Right. So that made me bullish on BRC20, honestly.
Yeah.
And you and I had a little discussion pre-recording here that I do, after listening to Casey talk about runes today in that space as well, and how he's still trying to bang his head against the desk to try to figure out how this is all going to work and come together, and that having like 30 character names for tokens. And I know that at the end, it seemed like he's going to go with like inscription numbers to be the main identifiers. But I just feel like, man, BRC20s is simple. It's working. And until something is simple and working and seamless, and we're about to see how seamless it is with the swap, I think it's going to be king. That's just my opinion.
Yeah. And, if they can obviously do a little bit more decentralization to these modules, which, like, forward, like, what do you want them to do? Go to knock on everyone's door and say, hey, let us use your indexer? No, they're going to use the indexers that they know that work and that work well, and then add a few here and there, whether it's, they want to add tracks indexer, or add, ORC Cash's indexer or ORC indexer or something like that, then that's going to come down the line. And I definitely, when Jake said that, I definitely opened my eyes to the whole against them decentral, like, the centralization part of it. But everything starts out centralized. Even Bitcoin started out very, very, very centralized. Satoshi was able to make changes the first, I want to say year, because he was putting in the most hash power. And with anyone who had 51% of the hash power could make changes into the protocol. And that didn't go away until year 3, and that's when Satoshi walked away. So it was well, maybe like the end of year 2 or something like that. But I don't know that exactly. But like I said, but even Bitcoin was very centralized in the early days. So
Yeah. Well, also you have to remember, you made a comment about this of if the swap were to have like major issues within the first couple of days, and then it's down for like a long period of time, you kill all the momentum. So
all of
like
it.
I don't blame them for being very careful of like,
Yeah.
okay, we are using these indexers because we want to be 100%. We don't
Yep.
want something to like throw a wrench in there. And then like once things go for a certain amount of time like smoothly, and they're getting consistent volume, earning consistent fees, and they've built their brand, like having an issue 6 months down the road after 6 months of success is way better than having an issue in the beginning. You know what I mean?
100%. Yep.
So it's just less risk to add more off-chain indexers down the line than it is in the beginning.
I agree. I agree. And we definitely want to get Asher on, because I feel like his insights today were really, really eye opening, and I think that would be a really good conversation. So
100%. I really hope that we can get him on. It was cool to listen to somebody speak about different narratives in the space and coming really from uh like an institutional trader's mindset, because that's really what he
mhm.
has to have. Like,
Yep.
he's been doing this for like, I think he said like 4 or 5 years. I think he comes from Ethereum. Is that correct? Like, or he was doing this on other chains, and then
I didn't get a chance to hear his background, but he
yeah,
was definitely in the crypto space for a little while.
yeah. But yeah, so excited to see where that goes. Some big names in there with that. I love that Delmo is a part of that.
I
Honestly,
know.
because it makes me like, okay, BRC20s is here to stay. Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, at least for a little bit longer.
And you got to think too, Domo's been in Bitcoin for a long time, and having him as an advisor, just like, hey, check this out, or no, 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 don't invest in that. That's huge for them. Like, yeah,
Yeah.
it's big, it's awesome for us, a space, but if I was gonna bet on a centralized, not central, well, if I was gonna bet on a VC, having Domo as the person to kind of say nah, or yeah, it's a good idea, then that's huge for them.
Yeah, and I feel like Domo actually has this like fire in his belly, like
Yeah.
a little chip on his shoulder, because there's like it's so weird. He's like the person that gets like the most respect, but at the same time the least amount of respect for the protocol he built. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like it's like a lot of people are like, oh, it's Domo. Domo's going to be there. He's going to be at the convention,
Yep.
and he's a big name in the space. But then again, like you hear a bunch of people like shitting on BRC20s or crap,
Yep.
talking crap about BRC20s. And if I was him, I would be like, man, like I'm gonna make this work. You know what I mean? But
Yeah.
like that's just probably the pride in me,
Yep.
But I just
And
think
it
he
was
deserves more respect.
I agree. And like I thought the same thing earlier too, about like how like these coins don't really have any use cases and stuff. But you actually brought it to my attention pre-show, and you basically said that there's no other coins that do anything besides governance, right? Like, these tokens can become governance. Like, no coin, and this is your exact words, are doing backflips, right? There's no
Yeah.
coins that are actually doing anything. I was wondering if you could elaborate on that a little bit more.
Well, I mean, the big argument is, I think you said, we're gonna have to figure out how to improve it, because you can't build anything
Yeah.
on BRC20 or with BRC20s. They don't do anything. They
Yep.
don't, and then I was just like, well, name another token that does something, right?
Yep.
Now, if you go on Ethereum, yes, like tokens are connected to smart contracts. The smart contract is executing, right? So
Yes.
that's the difference, right? So but like at the end of the day, like when I was asking you, like what does Arbitrum's token do? It's a governance token completely. It's
Yep.
not even a gas token, right? Um, track is governance. It's BRC20, right?
Yep.
And once like things start to get going, it will be used as governance to vote for
Yep.
stuff on tap protocol. People can say, okay, well, other tokens are used as gas. Well, guess what? Sats just got used as is going
That
to be
is true.
used as a fee token. So
Yep.
yes, like, can you build applications that interact with smart contracts here? No, but that has more to do with like the protocol that we're on, right? Like
Yep.
ordinals in general. And I get what people are saying. Maybe you can do it with ruins, maybe you can do it. But at the end of the day, I believe that with these modules that you're going to be able to build stuff like that. And
Yep.
the tokens are going to just be able to do what the tokens I've always done since DeFi have
Yep.
started. They're just going to be tokens. Either
Yep.
you can lock them up and earn yield, and you can do that by coding an application,
Yes.
that recognizes these JSON codes or scripts. And so to me, I think that's so overplayed in terms of, oh, you can't build anything on it. You can't build anything on it. Yeah, I get like if you have a different protocol, there's
Yeah.
more flexibility with it, but I think it's overblown from that
I
perspective.
I agree. And like so basically like, these coins are to me are like legacy tokens, and they have already built in communities, right? A lot of these tokens like Track has a huge community. Like even the council, at one point had a huge like huge a lot of people with them and stuff like that. So you can come and grab these communities already built and then use their token in these upgraded smart inscriptions, right? Like that. So it's not the actual tokens themselves, but it's what is built on. So we basically have to take a step up and into these smart inscriptions, into these protocols that are being built. And I think you're 100% right. I think that it's the tokens will just be tokens, but it's everything else that needs to step up and upgrade. And behind the scenes, we're seeing a lot of that. So
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, the smart contract, function is obviously like it can help with a lot of automation and probably would make things get indexed easier and stuff like
yeah,
that. But like, I just think it's overplayed. And it at the end of the day, there was a great statement in the spaces today that said end users, mass end users, like a
yeah,
lot volume of high volume end users aren't going to give a crap like the technical aspect of it.
yeah,
All
you're
they
right.
care is if it's can move quickly and if it, if they can trade it,
Yep.
at the end of the day. So that's just kind of that's where I sit on it.
All right.
All right. You want to go? Do you have the next one, or I can pull up?
Which one is that?
Well, let's get into this one. This was pretty big
Okay.
news.
Yeah, it's huge.
So let me pull up this right here. If you can see, so Lightning
Yep.
Labs announcing the first mainnet release of Taproot assets. Dude, we've been waiting forever for
Yes.
Taproot assets, right? A protocol for assets on Bitcoin and Lightning. With this release, developers can issue financial assets on chain in a scalable manner. Today marks a new era of multi-asset Bitcoin.
Yep.
So yeah, like there's talk about like being able to have stable tokens on here, Bitcoinizing the dollar. One thing I did see though, like Trevor's kind of talking down on this a little bit, saying that okay, like look, this could be a success, but their Lightning was made for micropayments, right?
Yeah.
Using Bitcoin for micropayments. So I think because the fee incentive is so low, that like you would have to have like super super high volume for it to make sense for people to care, like it that are going to be the making sure the back end runs smoothly and stuff. But if it can bring stable tokens, my goal, my hope is that like this can work with ordinals, and ordinals can
Yeah.
work with stacks, and everything can kind of like eventually kind of like how EVM was, to where you could kind of just bridge over to protocol and blockchain or whatever
Yep.
layer
And
twos.
if there's incentive, all that will happen. If there's incentive for someone to build something, so let's just say like USDC decides to use this new Lightning network like what are the assets, Taproot assets, and put a coin over there, there's going to be somebody who makes that bridge from the Taproot assets to the ordinal layer, right? There's going to
Yeah.
be, and then boom, we have we have stable coins on Bitcoin, just in
Yeah.
ordinals.
Yeah, no, I agree. I'm going to read this though. This is from Ord
Yeah.
Banksy. He is breaking this down in a more simpler form. So he says, "I will tell you like your non-technical reader and Ordinals community member. Here's your thread. Okay, so imagine Bitcoin as a big digital wallet. For a long time, this wallet only held Bitcoin, but now there's a cool update called Taproot Assets that lets this wallet hold other types of digital money too. There's also something called the Lightning Network, which is like a superhighway for Bitcoin. It allows people to send and receive Bitcoin really quickly. Soon it won't be Bitcoin zipping around on the superhighway, but other types of digital money too. So pretty cool. Like basically saying Ethereum, Solana, other tokens can be on here. It says, why does this matter? Well, in some parts of the world, people's money can lose value quickly. These new digital monies can offer stability, and Bitcoin's update will make it easier for folks to use them. Then it goes into tons of smart people have been working hard on this. They've been testing everything to make sure it's safe and easy to use. Thanks to their hard work, we might see more and more people using Bitcoin and other digital monies in their daily lives. For the business minded, this opens up so many possibilities. Imagine being able to send any kind of digital asset anywhere in the world almost instantly. That's where we're headed. In short, Bitcoin's getting some major upgrades, making it more versatile and user-friendly. The future of digital money is looking bright. And the best part is this is completed before the Bitcoin halving. Okay, so how do you feel about that? Like, basically being able to have Ethereum, Solana, Litecoin, all these other coins over here. Like, we don't know what coins are going to come, but like whatever's compatible.
Well, then this becomes a decentralized exchange. There'll be no need to ever go to Coinbase or any centralized facility at all. Because if I wanted some Solana now, I can trade it on this Taproot asset and then withdraw the Solana to the Solana blockchain. If I want Matic, I can just do the same thing. And all I really need is Bitcoin. So I can go get Bitcoin from anywhere and then pop it in this Lightning Network, right? And now I'm able to potentially have these exchanges build up for the Lightning Network and just exchange back and forth all these different tokens, whether it's USDT. We potentially now have Unisat, basically like a Unisat type of swap on the Lightning Network. I mean, that's going to have to come if you're going to have all these different tokens on there, right?
Yeah, I mean, I really love this last one. It says, who knows, maybe with another upgrade, we'll be able to buy and scrap ordinals, BRC20s, or runes with stable coins and Bitcoin on chain. So, you know, I don't know if that has to be a core update, because if it is a core update, I just like always in my mind, I automatically think like less than like 5% chance for any core update unless it's like, but who knows? I mean, we got SegWit, we got Taproot, like, right? Like, so that did happen, but I feel like they got tricked into those things. And it
I think they didn't understand Taproot when I was going through, and then it snuck
well,
it in.
the developers probably did, but the people that pull all the politic strings and stuff probably didn't think what was going to happen. But yeah, so this is big, man. I think you kind of hit the nail on the head. You know, it basically allows your wallet to, have all these other types of currencies. The only thing that I would be a little bit worried about is like, but you can already do that anyways. So like if you have, let's say you bring Ethereum over here and then you sell it for Bitcoin, then you take Bitcoin off or whatever. I don't know how that would, but I guess I don't know. That would help, right? Because that would bring liquidity over.
LP pools. Yeah, that's LP pools on the Lightning Network.
Yeah. So we kind of have to see. Yeah. I mean, I just want to see how Taproot assets is going to look, because like there's been nothing on there, right?
Yeah.
And
but
so
you got to remember too, like you're not going to be able to put a Solana coin on Bitcoin. It's going to be a mirror, like all these. Everything's going to be synthetic version of these coins
locked
with
up
bridges, but locked up on one side, and being issued a potential Taproot asset that is that Solana token. So you might see some tokens, going up while going down, like Solana, to say it's $21 on the Bitcoin Lightning Network, but it's really $24 because of, price, suppression or whatever. So you might see some like stuff like that going on and stuff, but yeah, It's hard to say. This is all very spectacle. Who knows what's actually going to happen? So
Well, shout out to Ord Banksy.
shout out
He
Orbanks.
Reflections, right? That's his
Yep.
project, Reflections. So definitely want to hear an update on that. But shout out Ord Banksy for this thread. Definitely, broke it down in a simplistic way. So pretty cool. Pretty cool.
Yeah, man.
I don't know. That gets me excited that Lightning is going to be working with Taproot assets,
Yeah.
because that's just another like part of these. I don't want to say ancient, because they've probably been around. Like, I don't know how long Lightning's been around, but what, like 3-4 years, you think?
I want to say
Or longer?
2017.
Okay. Started
Yeah.
in 2017.
Yeah.
Okay.
I don't
So,
think it was up and running really until like 2019, but it's
but
definitely
no.
something big that's going on with Jack Mahler's and his strike. They're building on the Lightning Network. So
150 million liquidity though. So we gotta
yes.
remember that. So
Yep.
this hopefully this brings that liquidity up, or that total value up. But anyways, yeah. So we'll see what happens. I like that this is Ordinals has revived everything.
Yes.
You
Yep.
know.
It really has. It really put a spark in all builders again. Everyone's excited to build on Bitcoin again, and people that have left Bitcoin to go build somewhere else, they're all coming back, and they're
Yeah.
coming back stronger and smarter. And they made a lot of mistakes over there. So I mean, again, might say Ethereum was testing that for Bitcoin.
Yeah, man. I mean,
So
people are
we
saying
didn't
that
fuck it up yet.
eventually everybody's gonna be over here. That's what they say.
It
But we'll
will.
see.
I
We'll see what
100%.
happens.
I believe that. I believe that everything's coming back to Bitcoin because it's the
Yeah.
most decentralized cloud in the world. Bitcoin is a cloud storage system like no other. It is the number one competitor to Amazon Web Services, and this is the most decentralized cloud that will ever exist.
Yeah. I mean, there's like Bitcoin threatens so many different areas of just large
Yeah.
capital sectors,
Yep.
right? And so that's why there's a lot of pushback, is because who controls our government? It's these huge corporations,
Yep.
right? Like, we all know that. And
100%.
so when they don't like it, then they're not going to be outright vocal about it. Like, because if Amazon came out and talked bad about Bitcoin, that would be weird. People would be
Yep.
like, why is Amazon hating on Bitcoin?
Yeah.
Well, it's because possibly like people are going to start storing everything on Bitcoin.
Yep.
I just don't know how that's going to look. I don't know, because there's tons of people storing stuff on AWS and Microsoft Cloud and all these other places. So we just kind of have to see how this plays out. But I am excited about Taproot assets, because there's
Yeah.
so many people that have just talked about the potential for it. We just haven't seen it
100%.
yet.
Yep. All right.
Awesome.
So
Awesome.
our final one here.
I think we got two more, but this one's a big one.
Yeah.
Let's see. Okay, so Alex announced, it says, "We're thrilled." Oh, let me share that.
Yep.
Another fund, guys. Another fund here. So we're thrilled to unveil the launch of the Bitcoin Lab Ecosystem Fund. So this is Alex Labs that lives on Stacks, right? Our founders at Rule Based Invest and Rachel Alex Go created Bitcoin Lab Ecosystem Fund. The Bitcoin Lab Ecosystem Fund is dedicated to supporting innovative projects that are building on the Alex layer. The goal to catalyze a positive feedback loop of ecosystem growth and expansion. Thank you for being a part of this incredible journey. So this is definitely like not on Ordinals, but it's another part of the Bitcoin DeFi ecosystem that is raising money.
100%. And that some of that money could come in the Ordinals, right? Like Alex wants to kind of grab a lot of the BRC20s and take them over there for trading, right? So which is, again, beneficial to us because they're locking these tokens up and locking them up over there potentially in LP pools as well. The more LP pools, the more locked tokens, the less liquidity in these tokens, which makes tokens go boom.
Yeah.
Right? So,
yep. And then you have people like Domo, congratulating them. And then you have Trevor in here. So it's like, I feel like Stacks is kind of like really merged over to Ordinals. I mean, they still have their stuff over there, but we'll kind of see how that goes. But yeah, this is pretty cool little thing. I wanted to kind of shout out, just the Bitcoin ecosystem is just getting funding left and right. So
you keep hearing that word fund, man. Fund. There's 3 this week. How many more are coming next week? What's going to come in November? Like we are 5 months away from the halving. We are seeing funds now. I can't imagine what it's going to be like in freaking April.
Yeah, for sure, man.
So.
For sure. And yeah, so it's exciting times, guys. You've earned it. Like waiting this long, just for me, I'm gonna keep waiting until we hit our goals, right? And so it's happening, guys. It's happening.
So we'll jump into something a little different. For me, it's really I'm a huge fan of what is going on in the building, and this is something really cool. There's a new wallet in town. This one is called Hordes Wallet, and so this company right here, Sato, they are a public traded company on the Canadian Stock Exchange. So this is a public traded company, and they created the wallet called Hordes. It's available on iOS and it's available on the Google Play Store. So you are able to get them on your iPads, your iPhones, your Galaxy, your whatever. We have more wallets. So this is brand new. It really just dropped within the last couple of days. So you obviously can't use Uniset with it yet. You can't use Magic Eden with it yet, but that's all coming. But they have some cool stuff on there already. So the wallet is called Hordes, HORDES, and they yeah. So it's very.
It's a Bitcoin wallet.
It's just a Ordinal wallet.
What?
Yeah.
No.
Yeah. Yep. It's cool, dude. I like it. It's Taproot. They have Taproot addresses. They have SegWit on there. I highly recommend downloading it and playing with it. Like I said, it's trusted by me because it is a public traded company. On the and it it's basically says this wallet is non-custodial. It gives you your seed phrase words, which you're able to take those same words and put them in a Uniset wallet. If you say no, screw this wallet, I don't like it. But I like the way it looks. I like the way it feels. I was playing with it all day.
Is it really sleek?
Really sleek, yeah. So I don't know if I'm able to show it here, but this is the wallet right here. I added a little bit of funds to it today. And if you go here and stuff, they have some things on there already that you're already able to play with. And if you look at, I know this is a shitty way to show it, but yeah, but I obviously go check it out. Hordes, HORDES, and let me see if I can bring up their Twitter really quickly.
The .com.
It is yeah. So it's on the App Store as Hordes, but their .com is bysato BYSATO.com, and that's where you can kind of see all their information about the team and all that stuff. They also do a lot of mining.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
dude. This gets me like even more bullish on like where we are right now, dude.
Yep. Yeah, mining companies coming in and building freaking wallets, dude. This is it right here. Hordes wallet, secure non-custodial Bitcoin Taproot wallet for your inscriptions for iOS and Android, right? So that was my biggest problem. All we had was Xverse over there, right? There was no other wallet I could use. Like I'm a big mobile guy because I do a lot of stuff. I like to do a lot of stuff on my mobile phone. Obviously, I don't keep a lot in that wallet. I'm very conservative. I have, 5, 6, 7 wallets. So when I was able to open up another wallet and put a couple hundred, couple bucks in there, and eventually a couple $100, that it was fun. And look at it, 61 followers. This is brand new, guys. I got this alpha today from our good friend Block. He was talking about it in a space that I was in. And I immediately jumped on this, and they had their own. They have a whitelist spot giveaway right now for this art called Venus. The art looks really cool, and there's not a lot of people in here. I think it's just me who commented today. That's it. So
you won. You won, bro.
So I potentially will win this if you guys don't see it, but I want you guys to hop in there. I want this to be successful. We're not getting paid from this, nothing. I just want to use another wallet and mobile because sometimes Xverse will go whoopee and I won't be able to do anything while I'm doing my thing at my IRL job. So I want another wallet, and this seems like something that's there. And eventually, if this gets enough traction, I'll be able to use this on Magic Eden and Unisat. So that's the benefit that I get from showing you guys this, and you guys get the benefit of potential another new wallet. And like I said, being a publicly traded company, I trust it. Obviously, you don't always want to trust anything. Don't put every penny in these things because you don't know. There has been problems with wallets before. But if you want to throw a couple $100 in there and buy some buy some stuff, and this is not financial advice. I don't want you to lose any money that you can't afford. But it's something that I did and that I like, and then you can kind of see everything to do. They got the team here.
What I'm going to reach out to. Is it the Canadian Stock Exchange or something?
Yeah, the Canadian Stock Exchange. Yeah, it's the ticker is
Which they're pretty
SATO.
strict, right? From what I mean,
They
kicked out.
allow crypto, but they do have some Bitcoin ETFs over there, some spot ones.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I know they like kicked out a couple exchanges or whatever, but
They
like
did.
I'm not really talking about how like they allow crypto or not. I'm just saying they're strict in the sense of like if Hordes or
Yeah.
Sato were to screw up with something, then Sato knows better, right? Like that's
Yeah.
what I'm trying. So like this, I mean, to me, this is bullish as heck, man. Like
I agree.
if you go to the Hordes website, hordeswallet.com, the phone has a bitmap on there.
Oh well, yeah. No. This is not a bitmap. This is a Hordes Heights. This is something different. I was looking into this earlier.
Are they creating like their version of it?
I don't know. We got to get someone from the team on. I don't want to say that, but when I saw it, I was thinking about that. So definitely, it's in the App Store. Like I said, Sato Technologies Corp, very trusted. I mean, if you trust Xverse, you should be able to trust them. I just want another option while I'm on to go.
This is great news in my opinion. Definitely bullish on it.
So.
All right.
All right, let's jump into the market update, or what we got next?
Yeah, I think that's it. You want to since you have your screen up, you want to? I can pull up. I can pull up the BRC since I have it here.
All right, cool. We do that first.
Let's do the BRC20 market update. So this is a weekly update, guys. It's been a lot of volume with Sats and actually some other tokens too. Like it's picked up volume this week. Just I guess people getting ready for the swap next Wednesday. If you did get the testnet early pass, make sure you go to Unisat's Discord and verify that you have with the wallet that you have the pass in, and then that should green light you for early access on the 25th. That's what we did today. So just follow that. Anyways, so number one, no surprise, Sats, but it is down 4.32%. We're looking at so almost down to the 0.00006. So it's lost a little bit. I would say to get like 100 billion, you're going to pay $2,000, still at that $2,000 mark. So, I expect this to kind of range back and forth, and then we'll see what happens as we get closer to the swap day.
You got to remember really quickly, this was for that same 100 billion was at $700 like 7 days ago.
Yeah, like 760.
So we're up $1,300 on that $700,
and that's being down.
Yes.
So, Ordi is number 2 for 24-hour volume, is down 4.33%. $3.55 though, so it definitely bounced up, and then now it's kind of ranging back, pulling back just a little bit. Orpo, man, I remember when this was like wasn't that like 500 sats at one point? It was up. It was high.
I remember it being at 30.
Really?
What is it now? Yeah, what is it? 110 sats. Wow, this is up a lot.
Is it? No, this was dude. This was.
I could be wrong.
This was at 12 cents.
Oh yeah, 12 cents. That's what it was. I'm looking at cents.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. So this overall, this is down.
Yeah, it's up high.
But like I guess like the last couple days, it's tried to rebound. But I mean, I don't know. They supposedly they have like a bridge. I tried reaching out to that dev like multiple times to get him on the show, or at least like some news or whatever. So I don't know. I don't have me personally don't have a great feeling about the future of Orpo, but maybe he can jump on our show and give the audience some information about it.
Yep.
Wow, track pulled back quite a bit, 13.64%, sitting at 950 sats, but 30 cents still. But definitely pulled back on the 24-hour chart. Texo down 1.41%. BTCS, this one's been pretty strong the past week and a half. I think this one's going to be like a degen play, in my opinion. There's that community, Chinese community over there. It's stayed pretty consistent with like that 260 to 300, low 300 range, but no volume on the 24-hour. So it's stuck at 0. OXBT, wow, it took a dump. It was sitting at 50 sats. We're down 22.92%.
I think it's higher than that.
38. So it is higher than that, but by 1. So but this could, not financial advice. None of our stuff is. We always say that because we gotta make it clear of that. But like me personally, this could be actually a good degen play, just because there is a large community. There's a large amount of holders for this. You know, people from EVM side could come over. This could be branded really quick. You know, it's already branded. There's people, big names behind it and stuff like that. So I don't know. I'm going to keep looking at this. If it gets like to 30, I got to buy, me personally. VMPX, wow, we're down to 116 sats, down 20%. But, you know, we'll see what happens. Libre supposedly still working on this bridge.
Yep.
Let's see how much it is. 3 cents. Yeah, so 3 cents there. Chat is up 6.67%. Oshi is up 3.17%. Probably sitting at 175 bucks. Bank is up 845%. Jeez.
Whoa.
So it must have been really low because it's not even at a penny. But 11 sats there. ETCS is up 63.64%. 4.3 sats. Bavo is even, no volume there. ORMM is up 57.14%. Meme is down 2.44%. I'm kind of interested to see how this does. Sitting at 13 bucks, but I think the supply is like really low. I want to say
that neat info. Just hit the info right there.
90. So right at 100,000 supply. Yeah. So be interesting. Or were we? Meme right there. And then 1024, 0.04% increase. Dozy even, so no volume in the past 24 hours. MXRC is up 27.27%, sitting at 7 sats. Doge is 0% volume, so no volume there. BTC with money sign, 0 volume. Rare, 0 volume. Pepe, 0 volume. And Odos, 0 volume. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and I think one more, 7. 7 out of the top 23 have 0 volume. People still probably waiting for the swap to really get it going, but that is your BRC20 weekly market update.
Yeah, and we are officially 7 days away from the swap. 7 days. 7 days away. So it's huge.
Huge anticipation.
I'm gonna hop over to the Magic Eden part, and I want to shout something out real quick. So this is a friend of ours, Bean from the base community.
Shout out Bean.
Shout out Bean, the head of the base community, the leader, and we are a part of the base community. And it's just a community of artists and a community of really good people that just have a chat room, and we all just talk about about things, about life and goosenals, right? But really talk about all cool stuff. And Bean's dropping his art. I believe it's this Friday. I'm not 100% sure. Reach out to him for more info. But I really like his stuff, man. Some of it's like really, really cool. I mean, look at this. This is King of Hearts, man. This is amazing.
That's dope.
I love glitch art. It's probably my favorite art. So I don't know the prices on this stuff, but reach out to Bean, find out everything. We will have him on our Saturday spaces to really break things down for us. So they really should be cool. And it's kind of perfect timing too with the release of his art the day of. Hopefully there is some stuff that is still there.
Can you go back to the Goosenol is fire too, bro? Like, can you click on that? That's yeah, bro, that's dope. That is so dope. It's the profile view with I love that, like the brand is the crown, you know. And I know that he's gonna have some sick stuff for the second phase too. I'm not gonna spoil any releases, but I'm excited because there's one piece that I definitely want. I don't know how much it's gonna be, but that's dope too. Who is that supposed to be?
This is called The Movement. It's pretty cool.
Yeah,
man.
Awesome.
And I want to shout out another artist real quickly before we hop into any other thing. This is Solomon. We're gonna have him on the show tomorrow. I want to bring this to you guys because it is selling out pretty quickly. It dropped.
I think we lost Shizzy.
Yeah, I'll be back. All right.
Yeah,
what I was saying was
don't
ape into this unless you're you're planning to hold it for a long term. This is art. This isn't like shit coins or meme coins. I appreciate the art, and that is the reason why I purchased one of these today. I want to bring that up. But we'll go back to our market update. We have OX Ordinal Maxi Biz sitting at 0.02. We got the Goosenals sitting in the second spot, 0.00187. We got rare sats now. This is a new thing. It's in the top 3. Have we seen this in the top 3?
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, he got up to number 2 at
Wow.
one point. Dude,
So,
there was some 2009 palindromes today, and someone swept them. They were like $2.87 or something.
whoa.
Yeah, they're gone though.
Why they list them so short? Just the floor price, not realizing
Well, I
that
think
2009.
I think people are just trying to just offload them. You have to go
Yeah.
to the filter though to pull the year.
2009.
Yeah, right there. Just hit 2009, and then
Okay.
so
What is he-
there's some right there. How many are there? You can just hit that plus sign if you want to sweep those.
Where?
Yeah, it adds them to the thing.
How many is there? There's a bunch, dude.
No, there's not. There's 4. I mean, I guess
4.
that's a bunch. Yeah, that's a bunch for right now.
Should I just buy these live?
Do it. It's up to you. If you're not going to, I'm going to right after the show. Or
You got a bunch of them, right?
I have like, yeah, I don't have like a ton, but like when I see these, I scoop them up because I just feel like 121 total palindromes, 121 million, and then how many are in 2009? Probably like what, like 20% of those or something.
Yeah.
So
man.
it's not going to be a ton.
$13. I'll take it. All right, I just swept that floor. But yeah, so that's a good tutorial on how to sweep a floor of some palindromes.
Yeah, it jumps from like $2.87 to like $14. Is that what it said? Scroll down.
Yeah.
17.
So that's right there. That's a 5x, right?
Yeah. I mean, they have vintage attached to it, but it doesn't really matter. Like, you know what I mean? If you scroll down a little bit more, then
that is my first palindromes. I don't have any like I never bought palindromes before, so that's new to me. I've been buying the uncommons. That's my
for sure.
tea, but they're expensive, man. I don't have many of them, but they're very expensive. But that's your rare stats. Bitcoin frogs back up to the 0.02. This got all the way down to like I want to say 0.0177. I was thinking about grabbing one. I wish I did because I had that sitting there, but I did not. And then Centaurus shop sitting at 0.00899. Then we have bitmaps sitting at 0.000198. And I've been buying this floor. I've been sweeping probably once a day. I've been sweeping about 9. It's just something that I like to do, not financial advice. I lose money all the time. Don't follow what I do. So we'll go. If you wanted that 1-digit bitmap, you'll be paying around 3 Bitcoin. If you wanted the 3-digit bitmap, paying around 0.0175, which to me is a really good price. If you wanted a 4-digit bitmap, you'll be paying around 0.00199, which is And then if you want a 5-digit bitmap, you'll be paying around 0.00035, which is, I want to say, about 60% higher than the floor. So you'll hop back to Magic Eden. Bitcoin Punk sitting at 0.0175. We have the Bit Apes sitting at 0.00448. We have the Nocturnal Parts. This is something new from Mr. BRC. Sitting at 0.0085. And then we have the BTC Kings sitting at 0.0133. And then we have I can't even say that. Expintata. How do you say that?
What is it?
Expintata? I can't say that, bro.
Pinata?
That's tough.
Expinata? I don't know. I can't read it.
Yeah. And we got the Eternal Maxis in the top 12, sitting at 0.0325. We got to get him back on the show for some updates. They are doing a lot of things over there, and it's some pretty amazing stuff.
0.0325?
Yeah. So
golly, man.
A frog and a half.
That dude knows how to run a show.
He does.
That's for sure.
For sure. Yeah, man. Now I'm gonna be watching that 2009 palindrome stuff, man. That was. I hope you're right about them, but I mean, I only spent $12. So
I mean, if I'm wrong about them, then I think that we're not gonna lose money.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like they're pretty cheap.
For sure.
You know, like even if you double your money, you still make money.
Yeah, if I sold one, I'd probably make my $12 back, right? So
Yeah. So
can't beat that. But yeah, some live action there for you guys. We appreciate you guys watching, listening. The views have been insane lately. We're hitting 400 views per show. It's been great, guys. We really appreciate you guys. We really appreciate you watching. If you cannot watch, you can definitely listen. We're on Apple, we're on Spotify, we're on so many different podcasting. Just go to them, type in Ordinal Revolution. I'm almost positive we'll show up on your favorite podcasting network. But like I said, we appreciate every single view, every single listen, every single click. And if you please hit the like, please comment below. It really helps the algorithm for more people to find us, and we appreciate you guys.
Yep. Just keep hanging on. That's all I'm gonna say. Keep hanging
Yeah.
on. We're almost there.
Yeah, dude.
Almost
And dude, I'm getting so bullish. Fun after fun, and just
Swap,
excitement is back.
swap,
Oh my
fun,
god, we're 7
swap,
days away from a
Bison
swap.
Labs, tap,
Yeah.
track,
Pipe, right? So
yeah,
it's just like runes, ARC
rare
20s,
stats,
rare
bitmap.
sats. Oh my god.
No,
So
like
bullish.
the narratives go so hard, bro. I'm telling you, like there's just how can you go like it's like holding like whenever you like have a like you get dealt your Texas Hold'em hand and you got like kings or aces and then like the flop are just perfect on the board for you. I feel like that's what we got, man.
Hell yeah.
So
let's get out of here. See you guys.
Peace.
Peace.